Do you remember when the world loved the fairy tale? Do you remember before the interviews went off the rails? Wedding bells in Windsor, crowds lined every street. People thought the future would be history complete. Then the palace whispers started turning loud. Next thing, Oprah sitting there as tears fell to the ground. Every headline spinning, every channel breaking news. Family drama worldwide from California views. Do you remember when they said they'd walk away? Do you remember? But somehow still had more to say. Do you remember the Oprah conversation? Do you remember the Netflix revelation? Do you remember the book called Spare? Every chapter throwing secrets like the whole world wasn't there. Private jets and podcasts, documentary scenes, talking about the palace life on every streaming screen. Hollywood connections, Montecito lights, but every royal headline turns into another fight. Brother against brother, father under fire. Every public statement adding more fuel to the fire. Now the public's asking questions. What happened to the plan? Wanted peace and quiet, but cameras follow every strand. From red carpets to speeches, to tell all TV nights. The privacy tour keeps rolling under flashing paparazzi lights. Do you remember the curtsy on Netflix? Do you remember the stories from Spare? Do you remember every family secret suddenly floating everywhere? Do you remember when loyalty mattered? Do you remember before the family shattered? Do you remember when silence had grace? Now every week another headline, another public chase. Do you remember how the story used to be? Now every royal moment feels like reality TV.
Hello everyone, welcome. Well, today I'm free and fancy. I just don't care, and no jewelry, nothing. I'm just here to say hello. Wanted to talk to you about something that I think has essentially revalidated what I spoke about yesterday. But before I get into that, I want to talk to you all about Catherine, Princess of Wales, as she is going to be going with her husband on her first international trip since her cancer diagnosis. I'm going to talk to you all about that. Let's get into it. It is reported that Catherine, Princess of Wales, is looking to accompany her husband, William, to India when they go for the Earthshot Prize Awards. Now, they said before that she wasn't going to go, but now they're saying it looks like she might be planning to go ahead and come with him. And I believe that is a great thing. That shows us that Catherine is feeling better. Things are going well with her treatments, and she's somewhat back to her regular self and role. I mean, I tell you, the royals, they have the best health care. I mean, Charles, to me, doesn't even seem like he has cancer. Neither does Catherine. They have a way with just helping these people bounce back from their ailments in a way that is only the best of the best. I mean, when you think about it. I mean, I know if I had a diagnosis, I'd still be laying my butt up in a hospital. This is going to be Catherine's first appearance since the time she was in Boston, where I was at, when they were at the 2022 environmental ceremony for the Earthshot Prize, and 10 years after their 2016 memorial tour, when they visited Taj Mahal. The moment would mark another major step in Catherine's gradual return to royal duties after announcing that she was in remission in January of 2025. Now, it is to be noted that Kensington Palace has not officially confirmed that Catherine will attend. It's not official, but it looks like they're trying to work it out, and it just may happen. So that is a good thing. So I'm going to follow up to the story that I talked about yesterday, because more information has come out about that. But yesterday I spoke about reports that Prince Harry may be positioning himself for a semi-permanent return to Great Britain. And this latest story makes that possibly look even more calculated. So here's what's going on. According to the Times, Harry now wants to visit the United Kingdom every few months. Now, the official explanation is perfectly respectable, because he wants to see his family more often and provide greater support to Britain charities, including Well Child, the Invictus Games, the Hollow Trust, and Scotty's Little Soldiers. But let's just be honest about this, folks. Let's just look at this again with our third eyeball, because frequent visits would achieve much more than a few charity meetings. It would. They would allow Harry to rebuild his public profile in Britain, repair damaged family relationships, and slowly reinsert himself into royal life without ever having to announce a formal comeback. Like just doing it on the down low and real sly. That's what it will allow for him. Because after years of interviews, accusations, court battles, and a lot of public criticism of the royal institution, walking straight back through the palace gates would be almost impossible, because we've been watching and following this whole thing. The public backlash would be immediate, and senior royals could face difficult questions about the trust, the whole issue around the past. It would be a nightmare for the current working royals, because they would be getting bombarded with questions all the time. Now, I know a lot of you think that I'm including William in this, but William, we know, is a whole nother ball game. He is not going to reconcile with Harry anytime soon. I just don't see it. But returning quietly every few months, attending respected charity events, being photographed, supporting sick children and wounded veterans, spending private time with the king, just the king, I mean, like the top of the echelon right now, that is a much easier image to sell. And it looks less like a dramatic royal return and more like a carefully managed rehabilitation campaign. One visit, one engagement, one positive headline at a time. But he has never completely surrendered the platform. He is no longer a working royal, but think about it. He has never really surrendered the platform, the prestige, or even the access to the king with being the king's son. California may offer a lot of freedom, access to A-listers when they're willing, which is less so now, different commercial opportunities. But Britain is where his royal identity carries the greatest weight. And I've always said that. I've always said from the beginning, Harry being in America makes absolutely no sense. The man is a prince from the United Kingdom. What's his butt doing over here in America playing Disneyland? I've always said this, people. He's got no value in America as a prince. And that is why I believe these trips could be part of a much bigger plan. So instead of demanding the half in, half out arrangement that Queen Elizabeth rejected, Harry would be attempting to create a version of it in practice, living in California while building a regular public role in Britain through his charities, family appearances, and at the Invictus Games. So there's been no official return announcement, and Buckingham Palace has not confirmed that Harry will regain any royal position. But for now, this remains my interpretation of the reported plans, because that is what makes sense right now. But if Harry begins appearing in Britain every few months, reconnecting with the king, generating increasingly positive coverage, we should ask whether or not we are watching the family reconciling or the slow motion restoration of Prince Harry's royal brand. Because sometimes a royal comeback does not begin with the palace announcement. Sometimes it begins with carefully timed visits, sympathetic headlines, and the hope that the public eventually forgets why the door was closed in the first place. Because that's what they're counting on. All right, everyone, I hope you did enjoy this video, and I shall see you all in my next video. Cheerio!